Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Can you exercise when you're retired? I should certainly hope so. You gotta do something. This video, I wasn't planning on making it, at least for a while, but I've had a lot of requests for it, so here I am. I'm gonna lay it out, hopefully pretty quickly, so y'all don't get bored. I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail on stuff. And this video is not meant to offend someone, because I'm sure there are some who absolutely cannot exercise, and that's your predicament, and I'm sorry for that. But for those of us who still can get up and move around, this is for you. Now, I'm not a physical therapist, and I'm not a personal trainer, nor do I play either one on YouTube. I'm just going to give you what I do. That's all I can do in my experience. I was a college athlete, Division I basketball. I think I've said that before. And I was in pretty good shape. And in my younger years, I ran after I got out of college and started working and stuff. I ran a lot. In fact, one time I had visions of grandeur with, I thought I was going to do a triathlon. So I was running a mile, I was swimming a mile 3 days a week, and I was running 5 miles, running more of a jog, but running 5 miles 3 days a week. So, but that went by. Bugs again. So that went away. Life kind of gets in the way. And then when I got sick with my rheumatoid arthritis, and uh, I had to stop doing everything. But during that time, in between, I ended up having a whole gym in my basement. I had squat racks, power racks. I had Olympic bench. I had two sets of Olympic weights. I had mirrors. I had all the free weights. I had all the equipment you could find in a normal gym. Actually, some more than what you can find in a regular gym. But all that went away. When I got sick, I thought, well, I'll never be able to do this again. And slowly but surely, over a period of a couple of years, I got rid of it, gave some of it away, and trashed some of it. Nobody wanted it, so what are you going to do with it? And I also had a treadmill at home. Now, when we bought the treadmill, it was installed for us. Two young guys, they brought it upstairs, put it in our master bedroom. That's where the wife wanted it, because we were both going to use it. And that's where she wanted it. And it did not become a coat rack at all. It did not. We did not hang clothes from it. We actually used it. In fact, we used it for about 10, 12 years and literally wore it out. We wore it out. I even put my dog. We had a dog that was leash trained, and he loved getting on that thing. You just tie a leash on the thing and turn it up real slow, and he loved it. Got him good exercise, wore him out a little bit, but he absolutely loved it. But when the time comes to get rid of it, and it died on me, I didn't realize how heavy those things were. I was hurting physically anyway. I couldn't do much at the time. So I spent a couple of days just dismantling that thing with uh, pliers and wrenches, and I ended up getting a big sledgehammer on some of it because I could not get it apart. But anyway, I got rid of that thing. We recycled it, all of it. We recycled all of it, and got rid of that. Now, I'm going to go over a few things that you could probably do in your home, because I think these are important. If you can't get out for whatever reason, these are very important. There are some great chair exercises online. You can find them on YouTube. Chair exercises. Um, if you ever go, if you've ever been in a rehab center or have been to one, and they have this exercise room, they call it, and it's usually pretty open, and you can see what's going on in there. You find people doing chair exercises, and they're lifting some weights. I saw a 94-year-old woman one time, a couple months back. She was doing arm curls with little 1 pound weights just to hopefully get some of her strength back. So they could be, you can do things from your chair. If you're into yoga, which I'm not, I tried it one time for about 20 minutes. I said, this isn't for me. I need to be moving a little bit. But if you're into yoga, it's very low stress. There's tons of stuff online for free, especially on YouTube, that you can go through your workouts. Now, I call them workouts because they will be a workout. I ran across a site called Aging Backwards. It's based mostly for flexibility, because we lose a lot of flexibility as we get older. And last but not least, I ran into online dance on YouTube. Now it's dancing. I'm not a dancer. My wife is. She loves to dance. She still does. Still loves to dance. And of course, we're old now, so we don't do it like we used to. And but It's geared for seniors. You can find it's geared for seniors. You just do it at your own pace, but it gets you moving. It gets you flexible. It gets your heart rate up a little bit. But other than that, the first thing you can do as far as exercise is walk. Just walk. If you can walk, walk down the block, come back. Walk around the block, come back. Try to increase it just a little bit each time you do it. Do it 3, maybe 4 days a week. There's an app called Strava, 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 that will tell how far you've gone, what your speed was. I used it one time cutting grass in my backyard, and the thing went beep, 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 beep. It'll map where you went. But it was kind of humorous. But if you have a local Medicare Advantage plan, or maybe another plan with your supplement provider, you can go to a local gym. YMCAs are great for this. They have a program called Silver Sneakers. That's where I go. I go for free. It doesn't cost me anything as part of the plan, because my healthcare provider wants to see me healthy and keep me healthy, and they do you also. The only sad part is there's a Y less than a mile from my house on the same road I live on, and they don't take Silver Sneakers. They don't all take them, but most of them do. But that one just happened to not. So I have to drive like 6 or 7 miles to go to mine. But it's a small price to pay. Now, my weight training is not free weights. I used to do free weights. That's all I did. But now it's all machines. The machines are very easy on your joints. I do mostly that. Now, I also do cardio 2 days a week. But at the Y, you can do Tai Chi for seniors. I've seen some of those at my local Y. You can do yoga. Let's see what else can do. They have aqua size. Mostly older women. There are a few men in there, but mostly older women. You get in the pool. You're not swimming. You're standing, and you're doing exercises, and the resistance of the water helps you exercise. It's a great program. A lot of seniors. My mother-in-law did it. She retired at 62, and she did it until she was like 80, and she lived to be 89. So it must be good for something. So you can do that. But I do 2 days a week of weights. I used to do 3, but as I've gotten older, I can't do that. I just recently switched over to just 2 days, because my body needs that extra day to recover. 2 days of cardio. My cardio is recumbent, stationary recumbent, and it doesn't hurt my knees. It stresses out the quads, gets my heart rate up. I do intervals. I'll take it. I'll start out real slow at a real slow resistance, and gradually take it up, and then I get to a point, and then I take it back down. I let my heart recover, and then I'll take it up. That's what I do. They have all kinds of cardio equipment there. They have ellipticals. They have stair climbers, which I would suggest as a senior you not do. It's extremely hard on your knees. But they have stationary bikes. A lot of people use those. I've seen 80-year-old women in there on stationary bikes. You can do it, and she's just out there doing something. But I do 5 sets. You won't start out at 5 sets. I do 5 sets on the seated bench. I do 5 sets of military press. I do 5 sets of pull downs. I do 5 sets of regular seated pulls. I do leg curls. I do the ab machine. But I started out with really low sets and low reps, and I do around 6 reps. It seems and it's got pretty good resistance. I don't go to failure where I can always do 1 or 2 more reps, because I don't want to stress the whole body out too much. But for those of you who are afraid to go to a gym, it's a very, very welcoming place. All ages, all sizes, all shapes. You might be shocked at some of the attire the younger women wear. It's kind of distracting to me, but here's an example. There's a guy in there. He started about 6 months ago. He's probably, I'll be nice. He's probably 65. He's probably average height, 5'10", but he was like 75 pounds overweight. Had a big old belly on him. I nickname everybody in the gym. I call him the grinder, because, man, he just grinds. I thought, well, he probably won't last long. 6 months later, guess what? He's lost like 40 pounds. He comes in, he does about 20-minute warm-up on the recumbent bike, sometimes next to me, and then he lifts his weights, and he ends up with another 20 minutes. And he is doing great. He is doing great. He just inspires me to keep on going. But you can do whatever you can do. You can't do everything, but there is some exercises you can do. You just got to do your own research, as I did. I had a lifetime of it, so it wasn't that new to me. But if you've been to the gym, if you're afraid to go to the gym, You don't have to get a personal trainer, but they have them available. Hire one for a session or two. Let them show you how to use all the machines and correct way to use it and all like that. And then you don't need them anymore. You don't have to pay for them. It's not that much. It's like $25 a session or something like that for half an hour. And it's pretty good money for them, but it's an easy way to learn. Plus, the gym is very helpful. If you see male or female, if you see somebody using a machine, you're not quite sure how to use it, just ask them. Or if you sit down on a machine and say, "How's this thing work?" They will more than glad to share their knowledge with you. And most gyms, just for those who are afraid of it, most gyms don't have cameras. So you see them online a lot, but most of the YMs, I've never been in a gym where they had cameras, so I don't know about that. But that's all I've got for today. I just wanted to give you some encouragement. If you got anything out of this video, like, subscribe, share it with someone who needs a little motivation, just a little motivation to get moving again. But until we meet again, I'm going to continue on pressing on towards that goal.